I'm sending him to you. Enough time.
What's up, DC Nation? Welcome back to another video. And guys, like the video, give a big thumbs up, and YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe. Some of this great content every day that you don't want to miss out on. Now guys, Supergirl. This week it was freaking alright. I'm gonna put it plain out there. I did not like this episode at all. Alright, like there's a couple scenes I liked, there's a couple things that I'll point out. I'll go over my positives first. But a lot of this episode I just got irritated, weirded out, not the transfer, alright? The ending, alright? I'll get to that ending that just weirded the shit out of me, alright? It was weird. With the old lady and stuff. You guys watched the episode, you know what I'm talking about. And then just the whole conflict and stuff felt forced. And even like the subplot that started out interesting just slowly got generic. I just didn't like it. But let's start with the positives, alright? First off, Martian Manhunter and Alex's dynamic. It's always been great, but in this episode I really like it, especially the scenes where she's like having that new Martian tech where she could like think of any weapon that she got last week. Well, she fights off Martian Manhunter or John, and she's trying to master it, right? I like those scenes because they're dynamic in how they talk to each other and how John's like, hey, I get it, you have to work through this. She wants to be back at the DEO. She's used to being like the action, not being the sidelines. I like that. That's good stuff. I really like that stuff. And even at the end where they got the development that Alex found out that, hey, Jeremiah is actually dead. Like, the mother called them, and then she tells Kara, and Kara is shocked. Like, that's gonna be a big thing next week. It actually gets me kind of excited, because we haven't seen Jeremiah since, like, Season 2. I think so, alright? Yeah, I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure we haven't seen him since Season 2 with the whole Cadmus conflict. He got, like, blasted off, and he just disappeared. So, hearing that he's dead, that's interesting. So, I'm looking forward to see what happens there. But then I did like the opening scene, well not the very opening scene, but the scene with like Nia and Supergirl against the Dominator, because one, it's the Dominators, that's legit. I like that, the very first like big Arrowverse crossover where they went against the aliens, that was so cool, and every time they reference the Dominators on Supergirl, it's just really cool, and seeing Nia actually be asked to actually kick this Dominator down, it's actually pretty cool. I like that. But the whole story arc with how Nia and her freaking roommate were getting like harassed by this guy, and then she wants to kill this guy, so the girl's trying to like not let her be that because Nia's a symbol of hope and she can't go there, and then Nia has a mental breakdown. It was generic, boring, and I just didn't like it, right? Like, no matter what your views are on the topic, whatever, the storyline itself was boring, right? Like, I'm not gonna give my views on it. Like, I'm not gonna say, oh, do I like it, do I not? No. I'm just gonna talk about the storyline itself. One, it's generic, alright? Like, alright, a hero, their community gets harassed and gets, this person goes after it, so now they want to go over the edge and kill this person because they've been not doing so well recently, so their other hero friend tries to help them out. Yeah, we've seen that before. And then, Nia herself, like, I liked her at the beginning when she was just beating up that Dominator. I was like, man, there we go, Nia. And then she just goes into this mental breakdown. Oh, I want to kill this guy. And I'm like, what? And like, there's many parts in this episode I was like, what? Okay, I get the guy went after her roommate and stuff, but she quickly went from, alright, makes sense, Nia, I get you, though, whoa, hold up. That's where it went. And I was like, what's going on here? So I didn't like that storyline, alright? Let's just keep it out there. I didn't like it. But then the subplot started out good with Alex and John. They're like taking on this case with this one alien guy. His brother, I think it was his brother. Yeah, his brother went missing in the virtual reality. And I'll just say, I like when John is doing detective work. When they introduced that in Season 4, that was great. Because Howie Martian Manhunter, he's been a detective in the comics. So seeing them put that in there was really awesome. And honestly, I would like to see a Martian Manhunter like spin-off series. If they make any character on Supergirl get their own show, I would go for Martian Manhunter because he's interesting, they do the detective angle, and I would watch that, right? I would. But the storyline started out good, and then it went to, oh, this guy pretty much his wife has been having an affair in the virtual reality, so he tried to get revenge, and he went through this whole thing of torture and stuff, and Alex had to go in there, which I did like one thing in there that had like a reference to season 2's episode where she got almost drowned. I liked that, so that was good. But the other stuff, it just got boring, alright? And like, there's many parts I just dozed off and went on my phone, and I was like, I don't care, like, whatever. Like, the VR thing, sometimes it's interesting, and sometimes it's just so boring. Like, I swear, I just almost fall asleep, I doze off, I just walk away, I'm like, why am I watching this? It's just boring. And the resolution, it just felt kind of like just clean, like, that's it. Now, the ending part, which I was saying that was pretty weird, was when the guy who's like the villain in the episode, in the subplot villain, he's in the hospital, right? Because he actually had like John put him in the hospital because something was going on with him, right? And his wife leads him, and this freaking old lady comes in, which she's a part of Leviathan, which are the most uninteresting villains in Supergirl, right? Even the villains from season 1 were more interesting, even though they had bad acting. But guys, so pretty much this old lady, which you saw in the beginning of the episode, which I thought was a little creepy, comes back and wraps him up, and we find out there's like a room full of people who are just wrapped up, and Leviathan has them, and she's like, well, we have plans for them. And I was like, I was so creeped out by that, right? I was like, what the heck? And just ending the episode like that, I was like, okay, why do I want to tune in next week? But then I saw the trailer, right? And I see Alex, she's kind of like a Supergirl type, like she has Supergirl's powers, and it's in like a Supergirl suit. That looks actually kind of interesting. I'm actually kind of looking forward to that, because the stuff I liked in this episode is Martian Manhunter and Alex. So having it be an Alex-focused episode should be pretty good. But overall, this episode, by far the worst episode of the season. I did not like it at all. Like I said, I liked the bits and pieces, but a lot of it I did not like. And even stuff that I was like, maybe this could be good, didn't reach its potential. It actually went below its potential a lot. And the ending just left me with like a sour note, like, alright, with the whole old lady and stuff, and Leviathan. It just felt forced, it felt weird. So, we'll see how Supergirl does. There's only 5 episodes left. Next episode just looks kind of like another standalone episode, which I do like Alex, but I don't know how it kind of contributes to it, and Leviathan's still not good villains, so I don't know how this season's gonna end, alright? The only thing that's really keeping me up is Supergirl herself. Like, she's good. Lex Luthor, obviously, that's why I got into it. Brainiac 5, which we haven't seen in that comic accurate look in a long time, so I don't know when they'll bring that back. And oh, another thing I forgot to mention. Kara and Willing's relationship in this episode was not bad, alright? I didn't like them in the previous episodes, but the brief scenes they had in this episode is actually pretty good. But yeah, guys, we'll see how this season turns out. Last season was great, but this season has just been back and forth. Like, sometimes I don't like it at all, but then post-crisis, it was getting really great, and I was like, man, I'm gonna make videos on this, and now it's just going back into the show that I'm just like, man, I'm not looking forward to watching, alright? With like Flash and other shows, I'm like, man, this is gonna be a great episode. Supergirl, no. We'll see. Like, I'll keep reviewing it because I know this show can be good, but for now, it's just going to an uninteresting route. But yeah, guys, overall, I'm gonna give this episode a 5 out of 10. Weakest episode of the season. You guys, in the comment section below, tell me what you thought about this episode. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you feel the same things that I felt with this episode? And are you excited for the rest of the season? But guys, if you like the video, give a big thumbs up, and hat yet, bro. Subscribe to the channel because there's great discounts content every day that you don't want to miss. And yeah, guys, that's the video, and peace out.